Right. Showtime, baby. 1:32 Eastern Standard Time. I'm fixing to go on out and see if I can make a difference in some people's lives. Watched some video, added them to my liked video playlist. Video about Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, Johnny Depp, Bruce Lee. Who are we? Who are you? That's one of the questions that I would have for you. Who are you? And what I've wanted to do is go ahead and explain a couple of things. I talked this morning about my uh, common common issues that I've had with Robin Williams. I was born again shortly after he died, and we both had our we both lived in California at the same time. My brother plaster casted both of our faces. And my brother worked with Lucasfilms, ILM, in California. Oh, I've got to adjust this a little bit. And he worked on Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's done a lot of plaster casting of celebrities, celebrity busts, as in even women's busts. And some of those now, I understand, are probably not even women. But anyway, when my brother plaster casted my face, I had a big smile on, like that. And I was smiling, had my teeth showing. I had seen all his other plaster casts, and they were of people that looked like they were mostly dead. And I thought that was kind of interesting. So when I put my sunglasses on my plaster cast smiling face, looked like well, more of an animated person. So I'm headed down to Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach. I'm going to have a little highly purified solar activated water with some coffee beans in there. How about that? I can hear the wind chimes. I want to show that to you. And I'm going to grab my auxiliary lighting. Wow, it's kind of wild. So I've got some stuff to show you. I'm going to talk about it, take us for a ride down to Main Street. But I wanted to show you the moon high in the sky from this vantage point as well. I'm going to throw this on there as well so you can reach out anytime you like. Hashtag my name if you care to. It works. Okay, the open ocean is right over that way. Came up southeast and will set in the southwest. The sun came up in the northeast and set in the northwest. Two different courses. What does that have to do with celebrities? Well, our lives have different courses as well. And we're basically like an amalgamation of our beliefs and our actions. And so some that I'm related to in actual parenting. My Heavenly Father is the creator of this whole world, as best I can tell. He took up residence in me on Reformation Day of 2014, shortly after Robin Williams committed suicide, apparently. I say apparently because, I don't know all the details how that happened, and here's why I'm going to say that. When I was on a regimen of one of the other common denominators of Robin Williams and I think several other celebrities, is our struggle with drug addiction, drug use, drug addiction, alcoholism. How does that work out? Well, it alters who we are. What do we believe? How do we act? That's part of it. So I don't. What's this have to do with? Do you know how much a gallon of water weighs? Well, it depends on the temperature. Drives the whole water cycle of the world, hydrologic cycle. This is a repurposed whiskey bottle. Works good for drinking water. I'm going out, and bars are closing soon. Some of them will be open yet because, well, it's where we live, where I live. It's a different atmosphere around here because we're where we live now in North Myrtle Beach, right in this Grand Strand area. We're expecting 20 million guests here this year. We're more than halfway through that. I've met a lot of people. A lot of people have met me over the internet. What I started doing a while back was hashtagging my name. Oh, some might think I'm narcissistic. Whatever. You know, I would agree with you if you were right. That's one of Robin Williams' quotes. I saw it. I recently liked some of the videos that Jim Carrey, Johnny Depp, Robin Williams are in, and some of the lives of people that we've known and loved have ended tragically, and some of them are still being written, like yours. Who are you? That would be one of the questions that I would have for anybody. Who are you? And now, even interestingly enough, what are you? Are you entirely human? Are you augmented? Augmented as with technology, or quite possibly demonically possessed? Or possessed by God. That's what happened with me. I was given new life in Christ, so I'm born again of His Spirit. It's the opposite of demonic possession. It's being indwelt by the Creator of this world. So I've got a worldwide audience. We all do. And I have a platform that I'm launching off of to share a message, to reach out to this world and say, hey, you know what? I tried doing this on my own and I couldn't do it. And I thought I was born again till I actually was. I'm going to get up and go. It's kind of fun. I'll show you what it looks like. So anyway, the way that it actually works out is really good. So I'll just lock it in at the speed limit. How about that? It's kind of fun. It lets people know I'm about my business, you know, and then I lock it in. I've got a computer augmented vehicle. My first car was an Impala, about 15 feet long, two-door 67, then I got a 67 Mustang. I lived in that for a while in Texas. I didn't want to live anymore. When I was car camping in a vehicle that didn't run, hanging around with homeless people in Corpus Christi, Texas. Let me show you what this looks like flipped around. It's kind of interesting. I love to drive. I took a nap earlier. As long as I get enough sleep in a 24-hour period, I'm good. I had a friend make a comment on one of my videos that I was in. She said, I think Robert should get out on the street more. Doesn't Robert go out on the street? I go out on the beach, out on the street, out on the World Wide Web, out on the internet. And then I've got a digital representation 24/7. We've got somebody with their hazards on. Now, back in the day before cell phones, we would largely maybe pull over and help them out. I'm gonna eyeball it before I pull on in. Yeah, they've got a company logo on it. They should have a cell phone to call for help. It's a little bit different. We're not in Kansas anymore. I mean, people get really creative. I was talking to a friend, Rhonda, who was probably relocated in a witness protection plan. Rhonda Joy Pettit. She was worth millions of dollars. She was working to shut down human trafficking in Atlantic Beach. A lot of pretty people come here to the Myrtle Beach area. Well, human trafficking is no respecter of gender or age. Just so you know, if you see a black spot on somebody's hand, you know they need help immediately if they show it to you, just so you know. And then I've got highlighted videos of things that you can do immediately. One of these in the windpipe, one of these in the stern, and then the knee and the jewels, family jewels. And it needs to happen without hesitation. So I featured that video, and I'm mentioning it because there are individuals that would like to see me dead or shut up, and then others that might not like me but maybe find me entertaining. The AI is tracking, tracing, databasing, artificial intelligence, all of us. And then to go along with that, manipulating humanity with the cybernetic collective that our devices are, actually giving us largely a false reality. People believe a lot of things. People believe a lot of lies about that. Did you buy the Santa Claus lie? I did. Almost everybody I've asked did. So I got a story to tell you. I was on the phone with Rhonda. She was in a safe house in Pinehurst. She apparently was relocated a couple years ago, or the official story was she shot herself in the chest, committed suicide. None of the story added up. Police came by and didn't find her dead in the basement. They had to come back. It doesn't make any sense. So I didn't pursue it. I don't know what really happened. I don't know that I'll ever know. We were good friends, the best of friends. Some of the video, the Bible video and that I shot out at the point was from her condo. We didn't do anything sinful together. We were just best friends. And she was born again and really appreciated what I was doing. And it was difficult because I'm in a tumultuous relationship for like 32 years now. Met my wife Joni 32 years. I don't wear the wedding ring. It's one of my ways of protesting the lack of physical intimacy. And I'm not in any sinful extramarital relationships. I'm not interested in that. So I know I'm bouncing around on a few topics. That's pretty normal for creative geniuses like we are. I have the Spirit of God who is all-knowing and all-powerful living in and through me. Can you get your head around that? That is such a trip. So where do we end and begin? Or he, Paul the Apostle said it's a mystery. It's not I who lives, it's Christ who lives through me. So he gave me new life. I thought I was born again over 35 years ago until I actually was in 2014. I keep going back to that because there's a lot of people all praising Jesus living like they don't really believe who he is or what he says, what his commands are and all of that. So I do. I have new life in Christ. Anyway, back onto the story with Rhonda. I'm on the phone right where I was on Highway 31, and I said, hey, I see a purse alongside the road. So I pulled over, backed up, and went and picked it up. I said, oh, there's an ID in it. I'm going to take it to the North Myrtle Beach Police Department. I'm about 12 minutes away. So I did. And then I pulled up to the police station, and a squad car pulled up next to me. And I said, I found a purse alongside the road. I just wanted to come on down to the police station and drop it off. He said, great. I heard it just arrived. And I'm like, huh? Sometimes there's things in life that you hear or see that just make you want to go, huh? How is that even possible? I was on the phone with Rhonda, told her I found a purse. Just even logistically to think about how does that even work out? How is that even possible? Well, it's kind of weird, to be quite frank. Very weird. So I'm gonna head on out. I think I'm gonna go for my own little space here. that works out kind of good. There's a lot of, I didn't show you, there's a lot of people out here right now. And that's one of the things that happens here, is that at any given time of the day or night, it might be kind of busy. But I don't want to blow a bunch of bubbles on these people. But I'm going to go right where they may want to come out and say, hey. That's what I'll do. Oh, this is an interesting spot. Oh, this is an interesting spot. It's all torn up. So I'm gonna go here. Yeah, it's a caution tape up. I'll definitely use caution tape up. I'll definitely use caution. Yeah, it's bilingual. I think that's Spanish, cuado, something like that. I like a lot of videos to help people think. That's what I do. People think. That's what I do. And so I was gonna blow some bubbles out here tonight and see what it looks like. See who will come on up to me, want to talk. So I'm gonna take us on out. Let me talk. So I'm gonna take us on out. Let me. I think what I'm gonna do is grab my. I think what I'm gonna do is grab my camera. What it does is it puts a little bit of a, wow, what's going on here? I'll whip this bad boy out. I'm my own film crew. How do I do this without unplugging? All right, here we go. So it's part of the deal. There will be people that want to know, want to come on over. I'll just flip this around. Oh, there's the moon up there right now. Okay, so I've got the P1000 activated as well. It's kind of a busy night, kind of pretty out here, a little bit loud. I'm good with all that. So I'm gonna shoot the moon and zoom in on it a little bit, but I'm gonna get out of the road. So the sound is a little bit weird, but definitely I've got the pretty interesting view zoomed in on the moon, and then I'll just back on out. So it's a little bit loud here, not really my style of music, but that's okay. So what I'll do is I may cut the broadcast in a little bit, but I wanted to just pan on around here and show you what this looks like. Sometimes I'll go out on the beach. I'll go out on the street. It's a mission field that comes to us, is basically what it is. I think if I go on over here, it'll be a bit quieter. All right. So we've got, looks like some Ubering going on. It's kind of an interesting thing. where corporations will work to connect people with logistics, with pickup and delivery and shuttling, that type of thing. What ends up happening with some of that is people put a lot of wear and tear on their vehicle. They're kind of hurting for money. It's a way to get plugged in. We meet a lot of stories. A lot of people have an interesting life. And what I started doing was going to these videos that I liked or I thought were interesting. And then I hashtag the name of the individual that was in the video, like Robin Williams. He had a powerful impact on my life. All of our lives together. I remember when I first saw him on Mork and Mindy. That was the first time I saw him. And I so identified with where he was coming from, or at least how his sense of humor. And one of the things that he talked about so much in his interviews and who he was developing as an individual. And one of the things that his wife mentioned shortly before he died was just the frustration that he was having not remembering his lines. And I remember being on pharmaceutical modification of my perspective, drugs, and I couldn't remember the words, what they meant, where to find them and how to put them together. For me, if you've been following my activity, you know that would be pretty frustrating, and it was. It was like a bucket of mud in my brain, and I didn't feel like I was the person that I was supposed to be. I was a drugged, in a chemically straitjacket individual. So I'm outing the pharmaceutical industry. I've got a veritable kaleidoscope of conspiracies that I'm exposing. Remember, 2 kids stealing a bicycle is a conspiracy by definition. What is it when the cybernetic collective of humanity is being hijacked by artificial intelligence, programmed all our lives, and our families before us? Even if it wasn't with a computer keyboard and an internet, the society has been programmed by the megaphone of public opinion, whether it was the emperor in the times of Christ and the brute force that he would exert on humanity to kill them if they disagreed with him, and that type of thing, and feed them to the lions or light them on fire in the garden, dip them in oil and wax and burn them alive. Is that a bit macabre? Yeah. Well, it's trauma-based mind control, and it's population control. So Bruce Lee, I just liked the video, put it on up there, gave him a hashtag and a mention. I'll hashtag his name in the video later. I added it to my liked video playlist. A lot of my subscribers don't have don't have a channel, and they don't have a liked playlist publicly available. If you are passionate about exposing the reality of the world we live in, you can do that by copying and pasting your playlist in a video, in a comment, or hashtagging the name of an individual, maybe like I did in the different videos: Johnny Depp, Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, Bruce Lee. I've been hashtagging my own name a lot. I'm the #1 Robert Forsch hashtag in the world. Woohoo! Good for me. Well, what it is, I want to help draw people's attention to the reality of the need to be born again and what it looks like if that has or has not happened. So that's one of the things that I do. And now I've got my sticker that I can send to you if you want. You can just hashtag the name if you want, or the YouTube channel. Or you can send me a self-addressed stamped envelope to my home address, 169 Cloverleaf Drive, Longs, South Carolina, 29568. There it is. And I make that publicly available because I'm not afraid to live, die, or tell the truth. If you want to send me an envelope, I'll send you some stickers. If you want to come on out to Main Street in North Myrtle, I'd be happy to talk with you. I do a lot of my videos on the beach. It's pretty cool to be able to do that. And you can see those. You can see what I've been up to if you care to. So I'm going to walk this on over. I'm not sure how long I'll be on. I've got, hey, good to see y'all. Hey, how's it going, guys? You're on. Hey, is Lewis on tonight?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, good to see you. Yeah, if you hashtag YouTube Truth, do you have one of my stickers?
Yeah, definitely.
Here's a couple of them. You can give them to anybody you want.
I'm gonna give them to everybody coming out the door.
Wow. Yeah, I don't want you to get in trouble with your boss.
What's up, man?
Hey, good to see y'all. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna end this soon.
Real stuff, man.
What's that?
I said you talk about some real stuff, man.
Oh, thanks. Well, I want to keep it real. it is real. Hey, what I just recently liked was Robin Williams. Let me throw this like this. Okay. So I hashtagged Robin Williams. He died shortly before I was born again. We both struggled on and off of drugs and alcohol and bipolar medication. And when I saw him die, I thought, wow, this is real. Is that what's going to happen to me? Because I tried suicide in 05. So now I'm new in Christ. I've got a message and a lot of content.
Yeah,
It's not just...
I've watched a lot of your stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, I met you. Remember when the flood happened?
Oh yeah, you were down on the road
I was
there.
up there with my mom. Yeah.
Yeah,
we talked
yeah.
for a while.
Hey, well, great to see you again,
Yeah,
man.
good to see you too, brother.
Thanks.
Well, I've never met you, but I'm definitely gonna go watch it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go watch that page, man. I YouTube all night, so.
Oh, awesome. Well, good to. What's your name?
Jesse,
Jesse. Do you have a channel?
I do not. I like to watch all kinds of different stuff.
Sure. So feel free to reach out anytime. And I'm talking about how people can create a liked video playlist and copy and paste it wherever you want. Or you can hashtag a name, like I hashtagged Robin Williams' name in videos that he was featured in. He impacted my life with his life and in his death. He made a profound impact. So did Jim Carrey, Bruce Lee, Johnny Depp. All these people are powerful individuals for influencing humanity. That's why they are doing what they do.
Oh yeah, and they talk about some crazy awesome stuff that opens your mind up, and that's what I like about all those guys too.
That's real. I've had some serious mind expansion go on.
Oh yeah, same.
Good to see you.
Yeah, man. You have a good night.
Thanks, you too. So that was just an impromptu, spontaneous interaction. Wow, I want to show you something really cool. Now, this is the kind of bike that I would want to be on now if I could. It's on off-road, really capable. They race them. It's a Motard, a very cool bike. Motard, as in that's a type of a race that they do. So what I'm going to do is cut the broadcast and recording, and I'll see how it turns out. I think what I'm going to do is jump in the car for a minute, and I want to just kind of close this out with a little bit of a thoughtful reflection. Hey, good to see y'all. Hey, do you guys want stickers?
Absolutely, I want stickers.
Let me grab them.
I'm about to subscribe to you.
Awesome.
Absolutely. I don't know, but I want a sticker.
Yeah, you're on right now. Okay, so I've got stickers.
Oh, let me take one of those.
There you go. Feel free to reach out anytime. Where are y'all out of?
South Philly.
Awesome, awesome.
What's your channel about?
Well, it's really diverse.
Really?
Yeah, I've got content of all different kinds, from celebrities to the situation of the world that we live in. Artificial intelligence and programming humanity, the cybernetic collective. Do you know what that is?
No, but I'm going to learn when
Like
I
cell phones are personal computers. We're all being directed, controlled, and manipulated by AI. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, we're tweeting, we're Snapchatting, we're... What's that? Instagram, I'm on all of those. So if you hashtag my name, you'll see me there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this on a tripod. Let me do that. Are you all in a hurry to run, or do you have a few minutes?
I definitely got a few minutes.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop this down.
That's fine.
So part of what it is I've got a message for anybody who will listen.
I'm listening.
Cool.
We're all listening. Absolutely.
Hey, we got the police here. I'm gonna step up off of the road.
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm good being policed up. I've got equipment here. I don't want some creative heroin addict maybe. Hey, I used to be a drug addict myself. I'm a free man now. So let's I'm gonna do it like that's a good background right there. So well, hey, I'm gonna have to get some more. I got a bunch of stickers in there. That's my sticker. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead. Where are you all from?
I don't understand. Russia and Montenegro.
Russia. Oh my gosh. Well, would you like stickers?
No problem. That's my
Let me. I'm gonna grab some stickers. Hang on.
It's Albert Stranger Things.
It would cost a lot to send stickers to Russia.
Is that Stranger Things or no? No, I guess not.
I want two photos.
All right. Here's Oh yeah. Well, here's Yeah, you all are on right now. You could call your friends.
Oh, he got stickers for you, bro.
Russia. You've got it. Would you like a couple more?
Yeah, bro, for sure.
Thanks.
And you're on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now, and let me put my
I'm a big
sound back
YouTube
on.
guy, so, yeah,
Excellent. Now, do you have a channel too?
I'm trying to. Like, I have a GoPro and all that. I just haven't had the time to really make it an editing.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, definitely.
So I don't do much editing. I just do a lot of live broadcasting and recording, and I post. And you can see the content that's there. You can reach out through either Snapchat or Skype. My hashtag Robert Forsch is my Skype name. And you can Facebook Messenger me. Are you on Facebook too?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Yeah,
So
I have a big Facebook and Instagram followers.
Really?
Yeah.
How many are you connected to, do you think, between those two?
Yeah, like not huge, like 50K as far as like
Nice.
Instagram, not too shabby.
50K on Instagram? So you know who PewDiePie is, I'm sure.
Yeah, sure.
So I was on his first Flat Earth video.
Okay.
And because of that, I got 11 million views approximately from that.
Wow.
So
that's
I'm
big.
on his channel, and then his video of making fun of flat earthers and Robert Forsch. You can see my name there. That's one of the reasons why I created the sticker, is because it's a way that people. Good night. Nice to meet you, ladies. So what ended up happening is a lot of people will reach out to me, because the truth is very divisive and not as popular as people would maybe think. Y'all can come on over here if you want. So one of the things that Robin Williams said is, I'd agree with you if you were right.
Right.
How about that? I would agree with you if you were right. So there's people believe a lot of things. Is it true? Is it reality? Good night, ladies.
They're a little weird.
Well, they're from Russia.
Right.
Russia.
Smirnoff.
But they don't look like the Russian women I was used to seeing as a boy growing up. We're not in Kansas anymore, huh?
Right.
I mean, even the dialects that people speak are different because of the internet,
Yeah.
right?
That's true.
So there you go. Hey, man, Jesus.
What's up, bro?
Good to see you. Of course.
Oh, that's just good stuff.
Yeah, you're on. You're on. Here's a couple extra.
Look at me. My name's Jesus. Look me up. Hernandez Jesus. Server Skater 77. Yeah, go keep it going.
There you go. You're live on YouTube right now. Here's some extra stickers. Stick them where the sun shines if you want to. Have a good one.
Instagram.
So part of what you can do is, on my video that you're on right now, you can put any link you want there. It'll probably, and then I'll see it. I'll be able to look up stuff. If you want to reach out to me or to my audience, go ahead and put a comment and a hashtag in there, or a link if you want to share it with me, I'll be happy to go ahead and reach out back as
Where
well.
are you from?
Well, I'm not from around here.
Okay, are you, but
Well, I met my wife in California.
Nice.
I grew up in Wisconsin. We've been here for a decade.
do you know Dave Portnoy?
The name is very familiar.
Barstool Sports president?
Which one?
Barstool Sports? You
It-
know it?
Maybe what you Marshfield Sports was
Barstool.
Barstool Sports.
Dave, good guy, my guy.
Oh.
Everybody knows the rules.
Cool. Well, go ahead. If you would
Look him
hashtag.
up. Yeah.
Would
You'll
you,
like it.
if you go to this video,
Yeah.
it's the live broadcast that's on right
I
now.
got you.
The thumbnail will be me starting out in the car
Okay.
with my shades on,
Oh,
with
yeah.
my
You
glasses
got
on.
Ray-Bans?
They look like Ray-Bans.
that's
They're
good.
only 20 bucks. They're polarized from
I love
Costco.
that.
That's
That's a good guy right there.
Yeah.
What's your actual name then? Because like your name isn't Truth.
No, my name is Robert Forsch.
It's on the bottom.
Oh yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
sorry, bro.
So if you, I'm the #1 Robert Forsch hashtag in the world.
Subscribe.
There you go. Thanks, guys. This is so
You
awesome.
got a lot of subscribers.
Instagram.
Over 2K
Oh,
now.
that's good.
Yeah, but like I was telling, what's your first name again?
Brock.
Brock. What I was telling Brock, because of what I do, I'm at about 40 million views. PewDiePie has given me some heat for being a flat earther.
No way.
Do you feel yourself spinning, wobbling, or gyrating?
So-
We don't live on a spinning globe hurling through
Like
space.
Kyrie Irving.
Well, I'm.
Wait, can you tell me
Nobody's
your
like
thoughts-
Kyrie Irving.
Tell me your
Nobody's
thoughts-
like Robert Forsch either. We're all kind of unique individuals.
So wait, so like, what's your proof? Like, all right, so why do you think the Earth's flat? I just like want to hear.
Oh,
from
that's
you.
cool. I know it's not a globe because water
Right.
doesn't stick to a ball. Water doesn't stick to a spinning sphere.
Right.
When you take a shower, the water runs off you, right?
Right.
You relieve yourself in the great outdoors, the water runs down, runs out and through you.
Right.
If I pour it over the globe, it'll just it'll fall. In fact, because of that, I'm going to go ahead and show you right now.
All right.
Right now, right here. Hang on, folks.
What about gravity?
That's bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, gravity is bullshit.
This video is fucking hilarious, bro. Yo, I already did it on my
Oh, Seb, yeah, we got all that.
So my globe is a little bit deflated. I'm gonna fill it up with a little helium.
Whenever I fill up my globe, I like to take a hit off of it too. It's a bit of a interesting reaction on the vocal cords.
Don't do this unsupervised. That's water.
Bravo, got the boy. Here we go. Bravo, your name is, right? Yeah. Here we go.
So what I wanted to do is go ahead and show you what happens when you put water on a ball.
Let me see, I'm up. It looks like it's falling off.
That's what it does. Yeah, water will fill its container, covers the face of the earth, levels out, seeks its level, doesn't stick to a ball, except in the imagination. There you go. Y'all want a sticker?
I'm not sold, really.
I don't care.
All right.
It's not up to me to sell you. It's up to you to believe it.
That's
Would you
know
like
what?
one?
I like that. Yeah.
It's not about the It's not about the evidence. It's about the individual.
You're right.
So there's people believe a lot of things. Is it true? I've got evidence on my channel to prove what I'm talking about. Now, did you want a sticker too? Here you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know that we don't live on a globe? That's cool. NASA-ized. NASA-ized.
Okay.
So what I've got on my, if you step on a little closer, if you want to be in the shot here.
What's up, baby?
So here's the thing. NASA lies about landing on the moon. When I got hip to the whole Santa Claus lie, I was presented the moon landing lie right the same year. The same year. I was 7 years old when I found out Santa was a fantasy. He didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
And figuring out whether to bring me a lump of coal
Right.
or my Red Ryder BB gun and erector set and Legos.
Like Ralphie.
Yeah, it was a big lie, is what it was.
So you're telling me nobody stepped on the moon?
No, we didn't go to the moon. I've got a camera that I can zoom in on it right now. I'll do that.
Is that also flat?
I'm gonna. Well, the moon is an odd shape. I've got visual evidence on my Facebook, my photos, and video. So it's got an odd shape to it.
Right.
Okay, so now I can. My globe would roll away, big time. And I'm gonna put my tank away now too. I don't want that to create a problem. So have you looked into the shape of the Earth? Have you looked into the shape of the Earth as a question?
No, I went to high school and college. So I just thought that it was always a globe.
Yeah, I get that. I did too. Hey man, feel free to come on up here and listen up if you want.
Here, I would love to. Can I ask you a question? Absolutely. Now this ain't my YouTube channel, but is the Earth flat or is it a globe?
You know, it's probably a globe.
It's a globe.
But there's a good argument.
I'm just not.
Good argument. I've never been up there.
Right, that's facts. That's true.
Okay, so
You know what I see right there? How far is that thing away?
it's in the midst of the clouds.
Do you think we really went to the moon?
I do, honestly.
I don't. You don't? Something called the Van Allen radiation belts.
There you go. Hey, you've done some research.
They've lost the technology to get back there.
Oh, that's Ron Pettit saying, and it's a painful process to get it back. There's a sticker for you. He's on my video.
It's a lot closer than you think.
It's really close. I've got the sun in the clouds video. Did you ever see that?
You can't go there. You just can't.
Right. It's a
called the
fantasy.
firmament.
You got the firmament. You get a couple more stickers. There you go. Feel free to hashtag them if you want. What's your name?
Will.
Will Robert Forge.
Nice to meet you.
Are you local, Will? Feel free to reach out anytime.
Smart man.
Thank you very much.
All right, wait. So
Good to see you, Will.
let me hear. Do you see this? Ready? Watch this. Watch this. Ready? I'm not being disrespectful. Watch this. Watch. Ready? Slide that full.
Okay, so
Slide that full.
well, because heavier than falls, lighter than floats. Then now, if you can show me water sticking to a spinning ball like real-time footage from space, then you got something. There you go. Where are you going to stick it? Logan Paul stuck it on his forehead. One like it. Yeah. We interviewed each other at the last Flat Earth conference.
Does he also believe the Earth is flat?
No, he was. Well, I don't know. He was making fun of it, but
New
he.
York, so what do they believe in?
Everybody has their own belief. Is it true?
Do you believe in God?
I know he's real.
That's what I mean. I'm just actually asking.
Yeah, the biblical creation is a stationary level Earth.
What's that mean?
It means it's not moving, and it's not spinning, and
I know,
it's
no,
not.
that's what I'm asking. I'm just saying, why do you believe in God? Are you like a Catholic?
No, I'm actually just a Christ follower that's actually born again.
Oh, really?
I'm actually born again. I thought I was over 30 years ago until I actually was just recently. Wow, look at that. We got some YouTube truth on the shirt. Now they're waterproof,
Wait.
so they'll last too.
Can you get my barber on this?
Sure.
Just a good side.
Sure, let me okay,
Barber.
barber shop. There you go.
Robbie. There you go.
That's your shop?
That's not his shop.
Now
Go up and taste your shampoo.
Good shot.
So go ahead and put the link. Do you have a link
A link to what?
for your shop? Do you have a Facebook or
Not a link, but like I can tell you the location. You know what I mean? Robbie Kilbreth.
there you go.
I have so many followers.
There you go.
Yeah,
You there? Let me
me
say
too.
it. You're lying.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the broadcast and say feel free to reach out anytime. I'm gonna go ahead and just have a conversation without the camera. There you go. Hello. Thanks so much. Appreciate y'all hanging out for a while. Call anytime.